Hi Capricorn, welcome to Sweet Tea Astrology and Tarot. My name is Erica. Welcome to the channel. I'm so glad you found me. This is your 2017 Astrology Heads Up Forecast. So, let's get to it. The first thing I want to address is that we're going to be starting 2017 under the influence of a Mercury retrograde in your sign. If you want to know more about that, check out your January forecast that I've already uploaded on the channel. I'm going to talk about February forwards on this video. So Capricorn, why don't you sit a spell so we can talk about your stars? February 9th or 10th, depending on where you live on the planet, we will be experiencing a 22 degree of Leo lunar eclipse in the 8th house. So, a lunar eclipse is usually associated with endings and closures, shifts of energies and circumstances that bring about change. They're also associated with feminine energy. The 8th house is the house that's ruled by Scorpio, and it's the house of life, death, and rebirth, or birth, primal, basic, or human instincts. It covers sexuality. It also covers transformation, regeneration, and metamorphosis. And it also governs other people's money. Other people's money indicates money coming to you, but not through a working hourly wage. It would be like a loan, a grant, a scholarship, inheritance, lottery winnings, your spouse's income, something like that. Now, at the end of February, on the 25th or the 26th of the month, depending on where you live on the planet, we will have an 8 degree Pisces solar eclipse. The solar eclipses are known for initiating new growth and just life force energy. Also possibly associated with masculinity. Some people say that. This is in your 3rd house, the house that's ruled by Gemini. It's the house of your short distance trips, your siblings, cousins, and neighbors, or the neighborhood, the people that are kind of on your level. The fact that it's a solar eclipse could be that there is possibly a new vehicle or a new phone in your world, new communication device in some way, or you have to start taking a new way to work. Could be that you are starting to communicate in a different way as well. You could also be dealing with new siblings, new cousins, or new neighbors. May 5th through April the 14th, Venus, the planet of harmony, love, beauty, money, and resources, is going retrograde in the sign of Aries and will tiptoe back into Pisces. This will be occurring between your 4th and your 3rd house. The 4th house is the house that's ruled by the sign of Cancer, and it's the house that governs home and family, or your roots and foundations. Now, home is where you live or where you consider home to be, and family is who you share that home with. That can be your parents, your spouse, your partner, your children, your fur babies, roommates, housemates, house guests, or your actual roots and foundation, be them internal or external. The 3rd house is that house of communication, short distance trips, siblings, cousins, and neighbors that you just had that solar eclipse in. Could be that you're getting news of a new member of the family in some way, or a new roommate, or possible new home. Depends. It's that 4th and 3rd house energy playing out. Could be communication about family. Never can tell. Forewarned is forearmed, Capricorn. April 8th through May the 2nd, we will be experiencing a Mercury retrograde in Taurus, tiptoeing back into Aries. Mercury is the planet that represents thought, movement, and communication, going retrograde in your 5th and 4th houses. The 5th house is that house that's ruled by Leo that I like to say has your fingerprints and DNA all over it, because it's the house that you have the most skin in the game in. It's the house of your pleasure, your creation, the creative spark, the creative endeavors that you may undertake. If you're an artist, this is where your creations are born. This is or where the seeds of those creations start. Let me put it like that. It deals with your children, and it deals with romance and falling in love and the creation of your children. That 4th house is the house of home and family, roots and foundation. So it really could be a possible Somebody may be getting pregnant. It may not be you, but you may be hearing about somebody close to you. Don't drink the water. In August, we will have our second set of eclipses. August 6th or 7th, depending on where you live on the planet. We will have a lunar eclipse at 15 degrees of Aquarius. This is your second house. The second house is ruled by Taurus, and it's the house of your self-esteem, your earning ability, your possessions, and your money. I like to think of the second house as the house of mine. Anything you could point to or classify, introduce as mine, would probably qualify as a second house item. It's something that you would want to keep close to you and know where it is and what's going on with it. Lunar eclipse, endings, shifts that brings about changes or closures. Right after this lunar eclipse, we'll have Mercury going retrograde for the third time this 2017 year. Mercury, the planet of thought, movement, and communication, going retrograde in the sign of Virgo and then tiptoeing back into Leo. This is your 9th and your 8th houses. The 9th house is the house that's ruled by Sagittarius, and I like to think of the 9th house as your worldview expanded through study or travel. The 9th house covers long-distance trips, adventures, and questing. It covers foreign people, foreign places, foreign things. It covers the study of foreign languages, philosophy, religion, astrology. It covers political system matters, legal system matters. It's a very broad house. The 8th house is the house of life, death, and rebirth. This is the house that you had that lunar eclipse in February. Life, death, rebirth, transformation, metamorphosis, regeneration, the instincts, sexuality, other people's money. Could be that you're getting a grant or some sort of scholarship or loan to go to school or to travel, or you're getting money for travel, getting money for an adventure or a quest. Now, just a little bit, well, during this Mercury retrograde, we were going to have our final eclipse of 2017. It'll occur on the 20th or the 21st of August, just depending on where you live on the planet. 28 degrees of Leo, that 8th house where you had the lunar eclipse and where Mercury is going to be going retrograde. Life, death, rebirth, birth, transformation, metamorphosis, regeneration, other people's money, instincts, primal, basic human instincts, and sexuality. I can't help but feel like there's going to be some Capricorns. Either if you aren't pregnant now, you will be becoming pregnant and be having a child. If you're not doing it, then you're going to be giving birth to something. Just because a lot of the 8th house energy, if it's not that, then heaven forbid it's the rebirth of a romantic situation. And by rebirth, that could be the ending of one and the beginning of another. I would recommend that you check your moon and rising sign videos to find out where the other energies are playing out, to give you a better idea of what might be coming your way in 2017. Because that solar eclipse is new energy in the 8th house. It would be nice if it was your partner's money. In October, we've got Jupiter, the planet of increase, expansion, excess, and achievement, moving into Scorpio. This is your 11th house. The 11th house rules the internet, but it also governs your friends. So this can be real-life friends or internet friends. This can be the groups, memberships, associations, teams that you may belong to. This covers your future wishes, your future goals, and your future dreams, your bucket list. So you may be having a huge increase of your social circle, or you may be having a huge increase of wishes, goals, and dreams being either fulfilled or not. The thing about Jupiter is it expands whatever it touches. So the energy that's at play when Jupiter steps into that house is probably what's going to be amplified. So it depends on the aspects in your chart. For each of us, it'll be different. In December, we have our final two major transits I want to talk about. December 2nd through the 21st, we've got our final Mercury retrograde of the year, and this will be occurring in Sagittarius. This is the only Mercury retrograde of 2017 that's staying within one sign. All of the other ones are tiptoeing back and forth. So this one is occurring in your 12th house. I recommend you getting a dream journal and journaling the hell out of this period. Actually, I will start telling you when we get to the shadow period, the pre-shadow and the post-shadow. I think that journaling during that entire period, dream journaling, is a wonderful thing. I think there's a lot of insights that could come for you in that situation. If you choose not to, that's fine. The 12th house deals with secrets. It's secrets could be being exposed. You could be being exposed. Other people could be being exposed. It's self-undoing. It's a house of karma and repression and limitation. I like to think of the 12th house as the darkest, most inner recesses of the mind, the hardest to see areas. So, there's that. The 12th house is also the house of dreams. I would like to see a dream journal be done. If I have any sway, that's what I would say. Now, on the 19th or the 20th of the month, depending on where you live on the planet, we are going to have Saturn moving into Capricorn. Saturn rules Capricorn, and you are a Capricorn. So Saturn's moving into the first house. The first house is the physical embodiment of who you are and how the world sees you. It is your personality, your physical body, and your appearance. Saturn is the taskmaster, and Saturn represents limitation, structure, and containment. I like to think of Saturn as the dissolver. And what I mean by that is that if it's not built on a solid, steady structure or surface, then Saturn will knock it down so that it can be built on a more sturdy surface. One thing that I've noticed just in my couple of years of studying astrology, it seems like whenever Saturn makes a major transit, a major shift, moving signs, especially moving signs, it seems like a lot of people break bones or have like broken teeth because Saturn rules the bones. So just be careful. And understand that it will be a time of limitation. It will feel like the world is against you at periods of time. Saturn's a long transit. It's about 2.5 years. It'll retrograde and then go forward, and retrograde and then go forward. So, and you'll want to check your moon and your rising sign to see what else is going on and where Saturn will be playing out in those houses for those respective signs. Capricorn. Pardon me. I'm trying to get a cold and feel like I'm losing my voice, so this is awesome for somebody who does a lot of talking. What I'm going to do now is transition to the oracle card portion of this reading. I'm going to pull 4 cards from the Sage Goddess Gemstone Oracle deck. This deck has been very expressive for these readings, and I feel like it'll do the same for you as well, Capricorn. I shuffled off screen and meditated, asking for your specific messages from this oracle deck. The majority of the videos that I've shot have had at least one card fly out of the deck or do something weird to alert me to go ahead and cut. I try to give it a few shuffles. There's been like 2 videos where there hasn't been a card that's popped, which is fine. Whatever. But there was yours. Okay, let me cut. Okay, Capricorn, let's see what you got. The first card is Black Onyx. This card popped out of the deck for you. It deals with self-mastery, inner strength, and focus. It helps heal and amplify the vibrations of the root chakra. The card reads, Black Onyx purifies your thoughts, enhances mental aptitude, and encourages persistence. It has a calming influence. You've pulled this card because you need to be reminded of the following principle. As we think, so we believe and behave. Meditate with Black Onyx to encourage positive thinking, to promote resilience, and embrace a tranquil outlook. The second card that was pulled for you is Selenite, or Selenite, depends, I guess, on your inflection. Selenite. I'm from Louisiana. This card deals with happiness, clarity, and peace. It helps to heal and amplify the vibrations of the crown chakra. This gemstone is the great stone of happiness. It brings you clear vision, clairvoyance, and peace. It connects you to the consciousness of your higher self. You have pulled this card because you need a dose of joy and a reminder to see the greater good of all beings. Meditate with this gemstone to surround yourself with white light, tranquility, and high vibrations. The third card that was pulled for you is Blue Argonite. It deals with intuition, empathy, and peace. It can help heal and amplify the vibrations of the throat and heart chakra. Blue Argonite intensifies psychic abilities, stabilizes emotions for empaths, heals emotional wounds, and aids in better communication. You have pulled this card to support you in overcoming the shield of numbness you use to block out the intense emotions of others. Meditate with Blue Argonite to stabilize yourself, to open your intuition, and to heal emotionally. The 8th house is a very psychic house, Capricorn. You've got a lot of 8th house energy as well. The final card that was pulled for you is the Epidote, I believe, or Epidite, Epidote. Deals with manifestation, magnification, abundance, and grounding. Can help heal and amplify your heart and root chakra vibrations. This gemstone is a grounding and protective stone that activates and manifests more of what you already have. It is known as the wish-granting stone because of its power to draw prosperity and abundance in so many forms. You have pulled this card because there is a specific wish in your heart and you need to magnify what surrounds you. Meditate with this magnetic gemstone to ground you, to make your wish a reality and align with your higher truth. The heart chakra is also indicative of the eclipses. Leo rules the heart. So whenever the heart chakra comes up in these cards, I try to also acknowledge that fact. So Capricorn, that's what's going on for you in 2017. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. If you already have, I thank you from the bottom of my very grateful heart. Wearing the red rooster shirt, the sriracha shirt. This is my fiance's shirt because it's the 2017 is the year of the fire rooster in Chinese Zodiac Astrology. So wanted to be as festive and celebrate as I could. It's chilly in here, so I've got my lumberjack on, but yeah. I hope you're well, Capricorn. You will see me for the mid-January full moon readings, but first I have to finish this series first. I guess that means I gotta stop yammering and let y'all go and get busy on the next video. So I hope that you're well. Please take care of yourself. I hope 2017 is a wonderful, prosperous year for you, Capricorn. Please be kind to yourself, and I'll see you soon. But until then, take care. Namaste, and bye, Capricorn.